Top Glove Corporation is the world's largest glove maker. The firm was founded in Malaysia in 1991 and is still located there. Tong Sui B, Chief Lim Wee Chai's wife, launched the Top Glove Company at a time when rubber prices were cheap and the glove business was growing. Rubber price increased in the mid-1990s, resulting in a consolidation of the industry with a number of competitors ceasing to operate. However, in 2020, people will face a major hurdle in the form of an outbreak of a virus known as coronavirus. There are many different names for it, but all of them induce disease. COVID-19 can cause serious breathing issues, renal failure, or death in a rare situations. This disease has not only killed people, but it has also harmed the country economy. The factory closure case also covers significant manufacturers such as Top Glove Company, which halted more than 20 factories in stage to monitor workers after a surge in COVID-19 cases among them, causing Top Glove stock to drop. Because of the global surge of COVID-19 cases, the production closure will result in a glove supply shortfall.
There is an organizational chart of Top Glove Company, which is Managing Director, Executive Chairman, Executive Director, and Senior Independent Non-Executive Director. There is 6 members of Independent Non-Executive Director of Top Glove Company.
For planning, generally, planning can be understood by identifying and selecting appropriate goals and courses of action for an organization. Every organization needs a strategy to make sure its goals can be pursued, what action to take, and how to use resources to obtain the goals successfully. The primary function of planning in management is to prioritize and ensure the finest potential use of human and economic resources in business operations. It occurs before all other business undertaking processes. The simple phrase is thinking before acting from doing something that means need to proper planning. Every company has its visions, missions, and objectives that they need to achieve, and this also gives no exception to one of the world's largest niche glove manufacturing companies, widely known as the Top Glove, which emphasize the company's vision and mission. Firstly, Top Glove vision is to be a world-class glove manufacturer, providing top products with excellent services through continuous improvement and innovation. The direction that they try to focus on is to produce consistently high quality at efficient low and to earn $2 healthy and spend $1 efficient dollar. Top Glove believe the research and development (R&D) is a significant factor in determining the direction and success of the future. While developing new consumer and societal trends, they consolidate and adapt to dynamic and turbulent global market. The main mission that they try to target is to become the comprehensive solution provider of leading-edge products through innovative technology. Besides that, Top Glove mission statement is to ensure safe human protection globally. They really try to emphasize and maintain customer satisfaction, quality of life, and world-class manufacturing to guarantee their products will always be in high demand in the market with the best quality that they can provide. To ensure that all the objectives of this company can be achieved within a certain period, an organization must have a manager who can formulate plans and strategies carefully and effectively, especially when faced with inevitable situations such as the current situation that is plaguing nationwide, which is COVID-19 outbreak. In this situation, Top Glove is one of the companies that receive a huge impact as well as giving a huge effect on the work journey and their employees as well. Although Top Glove produced the largest number of COVID-19 clusters, Top Glove has benefited from being the world's largest rubber glove manufacturer during the COVID-19 pandemic, as the high demand for medical gloves exponentially increased. As a precautionary measure before the situation worsens with the rate of addition of infected employees, Top Glove operators have decided they will fully cooperate with the authorities to carry out a temporary stoppage in stage at its manufacturing facilities in Meru Klang to comply with the government's order to conduct enhanced movement control order (EMCO) in the Top Glove Company dormitories in Klang, Selangor from November 17 to November 30, 2020. The government has ordered 28 of its factories to be closed in stage after the sharp surge of COVID-19 cases. As a result of the closure of the facility concerning EMCO, Top Glove estimates that the rate of decline in sales will only reach 3%, and according to expectation, only 50% of production will be affected following the temporary closure for 3 weeks. In point of fact, the Top Glove Group has discussed and stated a plan that they will not anticipate any massive cancellation of order unless orders will likely be subject to a 2 weeks delay. According to a statement by Top Glove Executive Chairman Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai, during the closure of the facility in Klang, all production can continue because Top Glove still has many other factories in location outside Malaysia, such as in Thailand, Vietnam, and China. Basically, they just need to inform the customer there will be a slight delay in their delivery. All of the situations above have been explained well, and the organization trying its best to manage well their company. Top Glove Group has used all the steps in planning to ensure the company goals can be attained successfully. There are 3 planning steps that managers use while they are facing a situation, which is determining the organization's mission and goals. Next, by formulating strategies, which is analyze the current situations and develop strategies. Last but not least, implementing strategies like allocating resources and responsibilities to achieve strategies. Various efforts were made by Top Glove to ensure their group positions in the market return to stability, and one of their ways was by share buybacks. This is because the management thinks that the buyback price can make a good purchase. Therefore, an organization needs to formulate a good strategy to gain flexibility, accuracy, unity, and continuity in achieving company objective while smoothing the management flow.
Organizing literally is the process of coordinating and allocating a firm's resources in order to carry out its plans. Organizing includes developing a structure for the people, positions, departments, and activities within the firm. Organizing is driven by goals identified during the managerial planning process. It includes developing an organizational structure and allows for the efficient execution of tasks to complete objectives and obtain goals. Therefore, it is a process which coordinates human efforts, assembles resources, and integrates both into a unified for achieving specified goals. The structures determines how the organizational work can be divided into roles, groups, and divisions. The process defines the sequence of the structure. It describes interactions between individuals in such ways that organizational objectives are effectively achieved. In organizing, the first step is to identify the factors that influence organization should perform. Being the world's largest glove manufacturer with 26 market share for rubber glove, Top Glove has 22,000 which need to be organized properly in order for the organization to function efficiently, to continuing the legacy, which is to produce consistently high quality clothes at efficient low cost. During the pandemic, the company has faced challenges where their employees have tested positive. During the pandemic, the company has faced challenges where their employees have tested positive for COVID-19. This situation has had a detrimental impact on their company. The directors of the company have acted by constantly monitoring the situation and have held discussions with the management team daily basis. Based on the organizing aspect, the director has adopted a caring attitude towards the employees who have been confirmed positive by constantly monitoring their condition, and also had discussion with the management team on how to prevent this from happening again. The number of employees who are certified positive for COVID-19 were increased because they must be quarantined for 14 days. This situation will lead to shortage of employees in conducting company operations. In addition, due to the large number of employees who were infected for COVID-19, the company had to stop operations and also to provide an opportunity to sanitize in their company. This greatly affects the company because the period of quarantine worker is so long and the company was unable to generate manufacturing of their products widely. However, every problems faced must have a solution with the standard procedure operating SOP set by government, such wearing face masks and ensuring a distance of 1 meter from each other can cause the company to operate as usual with the SOPs that have been set. Based on the organizing aspects, the directors has arranged a strategy where the employees who come to work must comply with the SOPs that have been set up. Company directors also ensure employees will do a temperature check before entering the company, always wear face masks throughout the working period, and ensure doing social imprisonment 1 meter from each other. The number of workers coming to work also have been reduced to quantity compared like numbers of workers coming to work compared to the numbers of workers before COVID-19 took place, where the number is unlimited. This reduction in the number of employees can prevent COVID-19 from occurring among employees. Environmental conditions that are in a state of new norms is something that employees must learn to adapt themselves to always practice the guidelines of the SOP that has been set. Even company directors need to constantly and strictly control the movement of employees throughout the period they work with the normative environmental conditions.
Currently, our planet is fighting the COVID-19 pandemic, often known as the coronavirus pandemic. Since late January 2020, Malaysia has been affected by this pandemic. As can be seen, the pandemic has had numerous economic and societal consequences. Many people have lost their jobs and have experienced mental health problems as a result. During the epidemic, there were a lot of issues with jobs that were for profit or money. There are also some companies that have temporarily closed owing to the COVID-19 pandemic, posing a difficulty to the firm's leaders in managing the company throughout the pandemic, which has a significant influence on the company. Top Glove Company, on the other hand, gradually overcomes the pandemic. During COVID-19, Dr. Lim and Tan Sri Dr. Lim was accountable for directing his employees in coping with a crisis as a leader in a company. Dr. Lim once told his employees that cleaning, eating, exercising, and sleeping are all vital for recuperation and resting our minds. We can see from this that as leaders, they have a critical role to play in guiding their people through this health crisis. They must do so ethically for the sake of their employers. Also, the leader must remind his employers to wash their hands frequently and clean surface thoroughly. This is especially necessary now that the COVID-19 is spreading rapidly and individuals are becoming increasingly susceptible to the virus effects. Finally, a leader should encourage his employees to communicate if they have a connection to the COVID-19 case, so that the person who has been infected can quarantine themselves and pose no risk to others.
In this COVID-19 pandemic, many organizations and companies begin to show negative change to their management. All companies are facing the same problem in managing a business during the COVID-19 pandemic. So, controlling in the company was also impressed by the kind of pandemic. There are several types of challenges in managing a company by controlling. The Board Risk Management Committee department in the Top Glove company has faced many risks to control that company. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we all know that the country's economy is in unbalanced state that managers in the Board Risk Management Committee department must monitor the marketability and stability of the company so that the company can operate in pandemic situations. Top Glove company has faced challenges in controlling health chains among employees. We all know every factory has foreigners as their employees, so the manager faced problems in controlling the employees, including foreigners. The influx of foreigners in the factories, include the Top Glove factory, was of great concern as most of them were staying in the same hostel with a crowded capacity of people. We do not know where they come from and where they went. If one of them has been infected, then the whole Top Glove factory needs to make a COVID-19 swab test. The executive directors in Top Glove company has faced challenges in control management and business strategies. The executive director faced some difficulties in formulating business strategies to achieve the set key performance indicator during the COVID-19 pandemic. According to Bursa Malaysia, the achievement of the Top Glove on 30 October 2020 is about 70.2 billion ringgit Malaysia. That is an increase and shows positive feedback. The Top Glove company was facing challenges in controlling and maintaining their employees' performance. The managers facing challenges to managing their workers became infected by COVID-19. Managers in Top Glove's company have done various ways to control and maintain their employees in all departments. The purpose of control and maintenance is to make their employees become more quality. During the COVID-19 pandemic, controlling the company becomes very tough to control and monitor employees' performance because the government has limited their number of workers who can work at the factory or company, and there are also employees from the Top Glove who have been infected with the disease outbreak. Top Glove also faced challenges in controlling the production of its product. Every organization has a target or key performance indicator (KPI) in produce its product. All know the top glove company produced the rubber gloves in large scale, so during the COVID-19 pandemic, it shows a high demand for rubber gloves in top glove company. There are shows top glove profits jumped more than 1,500% in the fourth quarter. Rubber gloves have been widely used in hospitals, clinics, and science-related sectors, include laboratories. In COVID-19 situation, we realized that the country's economy was also affected. So, this demand make the employee must work overtime. It shows managers having many problems in managing the high demand for rubber gloves and payment of workers' salary. In conclusion, it shows top gloves companies face various challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many departments in the company work together.
To sum up, every business or company that desires to survive and look to increase healthily should indeed employ the planning, organization, leadership, and control framework. Those in control, particularly managers, should oversee and do their utmost to execute this framework throughout the organization. This is because, as previously said, each level or feature of the framework serves both a role and a primary purpose. Planning is the first and most particular strategy because it is in which all the strategy and analysis commences. SWOT analysis is also utilized at this stage to illustrate a company's or business prospective productivity. Not only that, the organizations are also significant because they provide a structure for the organizations to pursue their goals. As an outcome, companies are increasingly attempting to walk a fine line between both the specialty and abilities they offer and the variety, as well as incentives for flexibility. Leading also implies convincing and persuading people to take action. As nothing more than a result, a good leader motivates his workers to work hard in order to attain the organization's goals and objectives. In effort to accomplish an organization's success criteria, the coherent policy required monitoring and control. Based on our extensive research, we discovered that Top Glove Company is extensively applying the POLC framework throughout the organization. The examples given above could justify this. Generally, Top Glove companies are doing an excellent way of handling their staff based on the strategies they have developed to fulfill their company's goals and objectives.